When she saw her husband put down the pen and paper, the wife collapsed to the ground, crying her heart out. Why didn't she realize it sooner? Even if it meant sacrificing parts of himself to stay alive, he was the man who had been pushed to the brink of death right before her eyes. And all along, he had mistaken someone else for his savior. I thought I could make you fall in love with me, but I was wrong, because I'm the one who fell in love with you. Please, it's over, Poju. Back then, her father had fallen into massive debt. When he asked for help, he was humiliated instead. Unable to bear the blow, both her parents passed away. In a single night, her entire family was destroyed. Standing before their graves, she swore revenge. She disguised herself as a gentle, innocent woman and married Xiaohuo, using charm and deception as her weapons. She believed the next 5 years would bring her nothing but success, but Xiaohuo knew nothing about the past grudges. To him, she was everything. He loved her deeply and cared for her endlessly. When she suddenly became seriously ill, he secretly signed a surgery consent form and gave part of himself to save her. To protect her from guilt, he even faked his own death. No matter what, I can't let Xinya know that I was the one who saved her. From that moment on, he relied on a cold, mechanical device to survive. He was alive, but only barely. After the surgery, he moved closer to her, hoping to stay by her side. But in return, all he received was her growing hatred. One day, he returned home weak and exhausted, only to be greeted with a so-called 5th anniversary surprise. She placed 2 elegant boxes in front of him. Inside the first was evidence accusing him of financial misconduct. The second removed him from his position and stripped him of all his shares. She had even turned his closest friend against him, along with someone he had supported since childhood. Faced with betrayal from the people he trusted most, Xiaohuo was devastated. But what hurt even more was seeing his wife destroy the last pieces of his dignity. She openly showed affection to another man right in front of him. Overwhelmed with pain, he collapsed. In despair, he picked up a shard of glass, ready to end everything. But she stepped on his hand and said coldly, "You're nothing more than a toy. I'll keep you when I want and throw you away when I don't. You don't get to choose. You don't get to leave." To break him completely, she even used his grandmother as leverage. At that moment, the light in his eyes faded. The next day, she dragged him to his parents' grave and forced him to kneel. "Mom, Dad, the Su family hurt you. Now their son is here to apologize." In the freezing rain, she and her companion stood under an umbrella watching him like a spectacle. Then they left, abandoning him there. In a daze, he tried to make his way home, but she threw an organ donation agreement in front of him. That was when he finally realized the person he thought had once saved him wasn't who he believed. Now she was forcing him to repay everything with his own body. He looked at it all, but felt no anger, only emptiness, because he already knew 3 years ago his body had become nothing more than a shell. He smiled and signed without hesitation. She believed he had finally accepted his fate, that her revenge was complete, but she didn't realize the moment he picked up that pen was the true beginning of a nightmare far worse than death.